in America today, kids are going to act defiant, but it's not necessarily all their fault, okay? The chemicals in the foods that the kids eat actually causes them to behave differently than what they normally do, okay? The chemicals cause a chemical imbalance in the brain, and it makes them not act the way that they normally would, okay? The second part of that is the prescription drugs that they take. The prescription drugs also cause a chemical imbalance by tricking the brain into thinking that it needs the prescription drugs more often than what it really does need, okay? And that's why you see kids stealing prescription drugs from their parents. It's the chemicals that are doing the thinking for them, okay? Now, what I'm saying is, if we can eliminate those two things, then your kids will start behaving a whole lot better. The psychiatric drugs that kids take because of these actions are actually making the problems worse because of the toxicity in the prescription and non-prescription drugs. So, just get rid of the prescription drugs. Most problems are caused by an event that happens in their life, okay? So, find out why they are upset, find out what's causing them to act up. Don't medicate them. This is not about medicating, it's about educating. Let me give you an example of what I mean by finding the problems. A lot of kids act up because they don't see their parents often enough. If a parent works a lot of hours and the kid misses spending time with them, that could be a cause of their anger. Okay? If they're struggling in school and, a lot of the parents blow them off because they say, you know what, I am just so tired. I don't have time to talk to you right now. I don't have the energy to talk to you right now. That could be another cause, okay? So what you need to do is take time out of your day. Like if you get home and you're exhausted, just say, give me 10 minutes and then we'll talk, okay? Either 10 or 15. Then each of you go your separate ways and, do whatever you need to do to relax. Then you need to come together and talk about the problem, okay? That's basically the right way to handle it, in my opinion, okay? Another thing that we need to do is we need to get the parents and everybody else that's helping them on the same page, okay? If we don't get them on the same page, the problem's going to be there for the rest of their life. I'm sorry. If you're a parent and you're trying to help your kid, or, if you recruit help, no matter how many people are trying to help them, everybody that's trying to help them needs to be on the same page. So, if you need some more help than what I am giving you, you could go to empoweringparents.com. And I want to say one thing about empoweringparents.com. That was actually created by Dr. James Lehman. And Dr. James Lehman is one of the best, one of the smartest psychiatrists or psychologists, whatever he is, in the world today. He's a behavioral specialist, I think. I'm not sure. But one of the methods that he uses that I totally disagree with, and if you choose to use his method, go ahead. But I want you to listen to this part first. the technique that he uses that I disagree with is using the reward system, okay? If we use a reward system in America, what's happening is the kids are only going to do it for the reward. Sure, it's a great motivational tool, but it's a inappropriate motivational tool. It serves no positive purpose. We need to let our kids know in a way that they'll know that we're serious, but yet we don't want to scare them. We don't want to make them afraid of us, okay? But we need to let our kids know in a way that they know that we're serious, that they need to do it because it's the right thing to do, okay? And the reason why I bring that up is because if we let them know in that capacity without using the reward method, then they'll just go ahead and do it, and that will eliminate a lot of the bad behavior. Okay? That's the way I feel. You may disagree, and that's certainly your right, but you know, the rest of the stuff that is talked about, you know, that uses the natural approach, and he does use the natural approach. I don't think he uses any medical approaches, but if he does, I would strongly advise you to stay away from those techniques, okay? But if you want to use those techniques, go ahead. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let you go, but I'm going to be setting up, as soon as I can, got a little tongue-tied there. A website that talks about some of the techniques that I told you about, okay? And I'll let you know on a video when that website is ready, what's on it, you know, stuff like that. Well, I want to thank you for joining me today, and I'll talk to you later.